Right, here's another shit video about the NHS. An update on Ben. He's still the same. His pain levels are 7. So I've given the not morphine, the codeine. And this is a shit shovel show. And I've realised Ben, as I've put him on the ventilator again, these bursts of ventilation is a fucking nightmare, because I've got to get him, make sure them lungs are okay. I can't stop fucking crying. I've had to take some more diazepam to keep me calm. I'm eating actual salt to get all my body back to some sort of normality, because I cannot believe I read them notes, discharge notes, who they gave to Dave, not me. I would have read them on the ward, but they discharged him. And we were told, the paediatrician told us first, right, I'm freezing, I'm cold, I've got to hurry up with this video, I need sleep, I've got an hour. So, sorry, Cruz. That's my dog. I'm just confused because the doctor came in first and said that he's got bladder stone again, right? And I mean again. I mean, I'm like, I'm confused because he's got that. He's got kidney stones that are just tiny ones or something. And he said, oh, the bladder one's okay. And that, you know, it won't cause him any problem, right? 2, oh, my heart is beating out my fucking chest. 2, an hour or so later, he came and then said, he needs surgery, he needs a cystoscopy. My mind's blown away because it's not on the fucking paperwork properly. Someone else has signed him out that I just don't get. I'm like, is this because they know I've got solicitors and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I can't go into detail, but is this because of the damage that's been caused to my son? A couple of years ago. And when I did a subject access, which means you get your medical records, right? The agency that caused this harm didn't send all the details. Therefore, the one solicitor has gone by those records, and I've got the original records anyway, and they wouldn't take them. So I'm going on now to Britain about not just the NHS, not just the government, not just even the faulty PPE that they're still giving out, because half the gloves snapped that we used, and I used my own in the end. This is soul destroying. My heart breaks for so many people, and my heart breaking at the moment because I've gone to a system with my son. So I've called it ABC, red, amber and green. So we're doing partly intensive care shit here. And We tried to give some news stations this morning the story, and do you know what they're saying? Oh, it's just another one, another NHS failure. They ain't bothered. Well, what they don't know, these news stations, is that we, as a company, a healthcare company, told the government a lot of stuff. I'm shaking up, mad. We told the government about their PPE and their skills, and that care homes did not have the training, and that why don't you try this drug or whatever on the people. I've seen dead lungs. I've seen very many diseases, but between the COVID one and the ones I seen and came back alive. So there's all sorts of information I have, and there's all sorts of videos that I can make. But this one, I'm screaming because you should have that, what I've asked for anyway, the surgery. I asked for that in the, up in Southampton, right? Nothing wrong with him. Are they trying to kill him? I don't know. Am I going to get shut down for this video? Well, I shouldn't, no. Because I'm fighting for this country. Not just forget. For everyone, for everything. And for people like me that have had my job stripped away from me and my business stripped away from me, which the healthcare, my business could have been for spinal brain injury and a consultancy on everything, right? I've had to give my job up to care for my son, when the government should be doing it, because they put in there. When we went for a claim on it, which took me 13 years, the justice system's shit. There's failures there. If I get targeted for this, for my son's life, then you see all them protesters. I'll be one of them. But my son wants to be there anyway. He wants to protest. He wants me to fight for it. And I will fight not just for him. I will fight for each and every mother and father out there. Child, animals, peace. And most of all, put things right that's been taken away from our British people. Our country that used to be perfect. Ish. Do you know what? Give me some salt. I could go on forever and ever and ever and ever with these chats. I hope they get out to a lot of people, because a lot of people out there have died. So the news are saying, these news companies, so they're not interested in this story at all. But this I know it's big, my story. I'll tell you what we did to the government, with the government, and never listened to my company, our company. And That's how they failed. Cross-infected, they did everything. And none of them parents, they should have a choice. The choice is, do you want to look after your child, right, and we pay you, or and we pay you to go on your little holidays, you know? So, because what they've offered to my son is, you got to make up 2 hours, right? And then 2 hours, he can't go out in 2 hours. Do you know how long it takes him? Do you know how long it takes me to pack a bag for him? Do you know what? My mind's fucked right now because I'm done. Do you know how long it takes me to pack a bag? Make sure that all that kit is in date and lumping it around on my back. And the rest. That's without all his ventilator and you name it, right? I should be given the rights to have the right care so that he can continue to go out to nightclubs, to go to Ibiza if he wants, to live a life, you know what I mean? And how many thousands are like my son out there? Thousands. I've spoke to mothers and parents during COVID, in crises, you name it. And we tested equipment for the government. And if you want to go that further, I tested the swabs. You know what we did to our staff? Maybe this video won't get out at all, because we changed policies and procedures. So we took control of my company, my baby, and we gave our staff and the clients the right to, do you want to be resuscitated? This was in March 2020. Straight away on the 21st. So Ben signed that. He wanted to be resuscitated. And trust me, he went through COVID. Did he have the thing in the arm? No. He's the only one in the country disabled like it. He was treated extremely clinically vulnerable in COVID. What does that say? Does that say nurse care? Does that say... No, he was trapped for 16 months, like many of us. And from going back to the company with what we did, we gave them all a letter, two letters, put loads of stuff in. I asked them to sign yes or no, whatever they wanted, right? Which was, we as a company are not making you have the jab things, you know. Even though they all went and had them. Most of them anyway. That was how. Because no one listened. And you know why? Because I taught them, because I have a certificate to do this, I taught them correct ways of PPE and how to use it and what to use on the highest level. And I'll tell you how I know, because I had intensive care nurses here for 16 weeks. That's all they've given us for care. But most of them wasn't. I just had those two. I had a third, but he told me I'd never have him again. I went, I will, I'll see you again. But I didn't, because he was £1,500 for the night. And it wasn't, he was worth it. But these two nurses, when I'm chatting with them, anyway, I taught them skills as well, and they were very grateful. But what we were doing here with our PPE and our skills, that's what worked. And we'd already told them, the government didn't listen. Anyway, I've gone on for too long. I can't keep doing that. But, you know, it wasn't just resuscitation. It was loads of stuff. Anything the government did, we retracted everything and made our own policy. What are you going to do about it? Sue me? Put me in prison? Well, if you do that, you best have enough plugs. Because we are going to come to Parliament. Me and Ben, right, are going to come to Parliament after whatever surgery he ends up with. And I'm going to VR with him. Because I don't trust no one. And every drug that goes in him or whatever, I will check as the third person. Not the second, because I believe it should be checked 3 times. Just like blood pressures. I had a doctor come in here, do a blood pressure on his elbow. So I says, do you realise it needs to go on his artery? Did she listen? No. So, as you can see, I have many stories to tell, which are true, honest, and on, is it King's Council now? I'd swear on the Holy Bible. Hence why I always wear my cross, and Ben's always got one on too. Because that's all we are, is here to tell the truth. To tell you what my son says as well. As we walked out from, not he don't walk, but I always say that. As we walked out from Southampton, sorry about the crispy noise. Do you know what my son said when I clamped him down in that car? After those 20 odd ficking hours, by the time we got home, 27. He went, Mum, we just been to the monastery and got blessed, which we did. And he says it was in peace. And then he went, and we've just come out the gates of hell.